minasan, Akira desu. This is your boy Akira, and I am going to talk about 5 Canadian slang words. Okay, but before I get right into that, I want to talk a little bit about an event that I attended yesterday. It was really cool. It's called Babel Toronto, and it happens every Wednesday from 7 p.m. right up until 10:30 or 11. I'm not sure, but it's really cool. You get to meet people from all over the world, and it's amazing. You know, from Russia, Ukraine, France, and just pretty much everywhere. And what it is, so let's say if I wanted to learn English, I would go, and then the organizer, her name's Valentina, by the way. If she's watching this, she's probably going to get mad at me for saying her name out loud on YouTube, but it's okay. So what she does is she will guide you to the group that speaks English or wants to learn English. So basically an English group, and then you would just go and have fun, like talk to them, socialize, make new friends, and then if you wanted to go to another bar or restaurant after. So it's pretty social, it's pretty casual, and I recommend it, highly recommend it. Alright, so it's called Babel Toronto. It happens from 7 p.m. right up until 10:30 or 11. Oh, and it's at Queen and Spadina. So Queen Street and Spadina. So if you're coming from Spadina Station, you want to take the streetcar, go all the way to Queen Street, get off at Queen Street, and then walk about 5 minutes east to the place called Rivoli. Rivoli is a restaurant and a billiards bar, okay? So the event is at Rivoli. It's on the 2nd floor. So you go up the stairs and you just enter, and then the event is right there. So you can just go and then just talk to anybody pretty much. Alright, so a lot of fun. Please go and check it out. Alright, so let's get into today's episode. 5 Canadian slang words. What is slang? Slang is a casual way of talking. Okay? It's there in any language, even in Japanese. よく使うやろ。ねえとか、なあとか、やばい、マジで。これせんあかんやろ、やろう。Right? So those words, they're slang words, right? Because it's casual. In English, we have something very, very similar, and I'm going to talk about those. The first one is A. So I'm sure you've heard it before when you're talking to friends. Some Canadian friends might have said this to you. Oh, it's so cold out today, eh? Or it's so hot out today, eh? I'm so thirsty, let's go get a drink, eh? Right? So A is always at the end of the sentence. It can be the start of a sentence too if you're just asking a question. So let's say, or responding to a question that you didn't understand. So for example, if somebody says, hey, do you want to get a drink? And then you can respond. If you did not hear the question, you can say, eh? So it's a way of asking something. It's sort of like a question marker at the end of the sentence. So it doesn't really mean anything, but it's just very common, and that sort of makes it very Canadian. So try this, go talk to your friends and just say, hey, let's go get a drink, eh? And then they're gonna be like, oh, wow, you're becoming Canadian, right? So that's the first one. The second one I'm going to talk about is a little unique. So you all know Canadian currency, right? I'm going to start from the top. So we used to have the $100 bills, okay? I don't think they make them anymore. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But you have the $100 bill, then you have the 50, then you have the $20, then you have 10, and then you have 5. Now, after 5, you have these coins, okay? And I'm going to go in order. The $2 coin, I don't have a $2 coin with me right now to show you, but the $2 coin is called a toonie, okay? once again, $2 is a toonie. Okay? The $1 coin is called the LOONIE. Okay? Once again, the $1 coin is a LOONIE. Alright? The 25-cent coin is a quarter. Okay? Once again, the 25 cent coin is a quarter. The 10-cent coin is known as a dime. 10 cents is a dime. 5 cents is a nickel. 5 cents is a nickel. Okay? So those are your coins pretty much. So, if you want to ask somebody for some change, hey, do you have a toonie by any chance? Do you have a LOONIE? Can I get a quarter? Can I get a dime? It's very common. So if you run out of change and you want to ask your friend, for some change, you can just be like, hey, can I get a toonie? And I'll pay you back. Yeah. You might have heard this on the street too. Some homeless people would be like, can I get a LOONIE? Can I get a toonie? And they ask you for money. So that's what it means. Okay. Very useful. Moving on. Now, I'm not sure how many of you like coffee. I love coffee. And there's one place that I always go, and I'm pretty sure you guys know about it. It's pretty famous. Tim Hortons, right? We all love Tim Hortons. If it's for coffee or for donuts or for a croissant or a sandwich, we somehow use Tim Hortons. It's part of our daily life. Invariably, sorry, I'm using a very complicated word. Commonly or unexpectedly, I end up using Tim Hortons, whether it's for the washroom or a glass of water or just a quick coffee, anything. I somehow find my way to a Tim Hortons to use. So there is a nickname for Tim Hortons, and it's called Timmy's. Timmy's. And how it's used in a sentence. Hey, let's go to Timmy's for some breakfast. Oh, let's get a coffee from Timmy's. I'm just gonna go to Timmy's because I need to use the washroom. So very common. Everybody, well, not everyone, but a lot of people in Toronto use the word Timmy's to talk about Tim Hortons. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is the 6. The 6, and what that is, that's basically Toronto. Toronto's nickname in 2017 is the 6. Okay, and it's actually used to describe the 6 cities or towns that make all of the Greater Toronto Area, or the GTA. Okay, so the GTA has 6 cities that make up the Greater Toronto Area, and it's called the 6. It was actually made by the famous rapper Drake, and he invented it in his song, and it became very popular among young Torontonians. So you can start using it. It's really cool. I sometimes use it, and I tell my friend, hey, I'm gonna come back to the 6 tonight. I was out of town. And so they understand what I'm talking about. It basically means Toronto. Okay. The last one I'm going to talk about is 2-4, and this is actually used to describe a case of 24 beer cans in a pack. Okay, 24 beers. Okay, in a pack is known as 2-4. That's the nickname. And it's commonly used. If you're gonna buy beer for a party, your friend might tell you, "Hey, can you grab me a 2-4 from the LCBO or the beer store?" And then right away, you would know that they're talking about, a 24 cans of beer. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this episode. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and stay tuned because I'm going to come back at you with more fun videos. Alright, this is your boy Akira signing off. Yoroshiku!